Welcome back to Wandering Gods. Dorian and Otis have been tasked with tracking down their village's god after it awoke, destroying said village and a rival god in the process. Last chapter, our heroes faced off against a grove of awakened trees, fortunately losing Velvet or Waxine in the process. Now begins the next chapter.
Welcome to Heroes Feast. May we take your order, please? Welcome to Heroes Feast. Tell us what's your fantasy. Pirates are the special. We got gods on the side, bastards on the daily. All you gotta do is decide. Take your time, cause we got plenty. Just one sec, gotta roll a d20. Eat it here or take it to go. Put your earbuds in and enjoy the show. Into the wild, the great unknown, through burning deserts and jungles overgrown, we will fight against all the odds in search of wandering gods.
Night's fallen. It was a rather tense jog walk ride for you all because Otis is mountless now, as Velvet was regrettably or not so regrettably, depending on who you are, squelched in the tree battle. So it was just Dorian on Goliath, riding quietly, I assume no regard for Otis. Eventually, though, the night fell in the jungle again, and you guys were able to make camp, this time in another little tree hollow. Luckily, this one doesn't seem to be close to as ominous a field as last time. How's the night vibe? How's the situation? What are y'all doing?
So Dorian doesn't actually say this, but the vibe is "fuck you, arthritis." That's the whole vibe.
Let's start making merch and put that on a t-shirt.
Oh, I feel my arthritis is flaring up. Fuck you, arthritis.
I set up camp so that Goliath is right by my tent. I do not do any part to set up anything for Otis.
Had you before?
I guess not. Well, I feel like I participated a little bit, maybe, in like making him food and stuff.
Supervised.
I supervised. That's definitely something he would do.
You just watched him fuck up repeatedly and didn't offer any help and just like, that's not how you do it. No, that's the wrong spot. No.
Otis is undeserving of Dorian's supervision.
The highest insult in Dorian's head.
Of course.
And a very meager insult, like hardly one in Otis's.
So then if you guys aren't really talking to each other, is there any kind of establishment of who's taking watch, or is it just unspoken? We've already had one night of habit. We know how to do this kind of vibe.
Nope, I don't. I just go straight to sleep. I don't even talk to him. I just go into my trance. I quickly have a ration to make sure I have sustenance. And I would go about like rigging a... Do I have any string?
You have 25 feet of rope. You don't have string, but Otis has string because Otis took a sewing kit from the wardens.
Right.
Blind, hunter blind? Yeah, that's the word. So you'd have to ask him for the string if you wanted string.
You know I'm not. You know he's not going to. Let's see. Yeah, I utilize some rocks and some rope in order to make like a really quick alarm system so that if any of the rope is like moved, the rock falls, hits another rock or like in a hollow bark, like piece of wood. And
It's time for the first roll of the session.
Oh yeah,
Roll
I'm gonna kill this.
survival, I guess, because this is survival skills, and this will be the end of your 3-day bonus area.
Okay.
You're kind of getting into unfamiliar territory now, so enjoy this last advantage roll in survival.
I will.
Leaving the forest.
Well, no, just kind of leaving his area of knowledge.
Hey, roll 20, do the thing. Did it not roll?
It did. It rolled twice. You got a 17 and a 15, so both pretty good.
How the fuck does Dorian only have a +1?
Because everybody else does this work for him. He plans. He's not
He
very
is-
hands-on.
He's a management material. He's not, on the floor.
I know the rule book, I know
And just like
the
all
Scout's Guide.
managers, we all know they don't really know what they're doing.
Exactly.
They know how to direct and not much else. They know how to
They
make
know how
it
to
so
bring
other
the
people know what they're doing.
And even then, they might not know that either.
Exactly.
What is a leader but a charismatic idiot, honestly?
Except Dorian's not charismatic.
So just an idiot. You heard it here first, folks. But yeah, with the 17, I guess his, I don't know, buggy Boy Scout days come into play, and he's like, yeah, I remember he knows how to build the rigging system for a tripwire kind of a vibe, I guess, in a way.
Yeah. It's definitely something he picked up from the academy. It's like a year one thing. They like take you out in the woods and like, this is how you make a tent. This is how you make a alarm system.
So nothing eats you in your tent.
This is how you light a fire.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a camping 101 type thing. Wardening 101.
This is how you knot a rope.
And he just goes into his little tent and starts to trance.
He's just vibing in there.
Yeah, just vibing. Quick 4-hour trance, in and out.
By the way, are you feeding Goliath or is it a grazing? How do you want Goliath to eat food, I guess? Is it carnivorous or herbaceous?
Herbaceous. I mean, technically, I'm sure he's omnivorous, just like horses, surprisingly. So yeah, he's more...
Interesting that you said like horses and not like bugs.
No, horses are...
I mean, I know they are. There's like recorded instances of like deer eating baby birds and stuff. I know. Nature's wild.
Yum.
Horses eat meat and have hunted before, I think. It's crazy. Anyway.
I hate horses.
I am terrified of the idea of a horse hunting.
Have you seen those fucked up versions of horses where they're like horses if they were carnivores and they have the front facing eyes and shit? It's terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, okay, so
horses already look terrifying.
Horses already look pretty fucked up. I was sorry, tangent time, but I was watching the second Shrek where they get beautiful and so Donkey turns into a horse. And the whole time I was like, oh, I hate this horse design. It's so unsettling. Why do I feel so creeped out? And then I realized it's because he's got front-facing eyes, because that's what Donkey had. And on Donkey, it's fine. But on the horse, it's unsettling. And the horse's mouth opens much wider than a normal horse's mouth. Like it goes back towards his eyes. And I'm like, that's not what horses are supposed to look like. So the whole time I was just very uncomfortable with Donkey Horse.
The horse girl calling out Shrek 2.
The horse inaccuracies I will not stand for. I may or may not edit that out. We'll see. So Otis, what are you doing during all of Dorian's Survival 101 setup stuff?
How was the fauna situation like in the trees?
What do you mean?
Like at nighttime? Like how were there like many?
Oh, like are trees going to attack you here?
Well, how dangerous are the tree branches?
Are you going to sleep in a tree branch? Is that what you mean?
Perhaps, yeah, probably. That's the plan. If it's safe.
What I said last episode was that nighttime is no more or less dangerous than the daytime, so you're more than welcome to take your chances in the tree branches. You probably won't deal with any snake-type reptilian things, because as far as I'm aware, I don't really think many reptiles are nocturnal. Could be wrong, but I think they need warmth and sunlight to really function.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
But you'd be more at risk of, like, the feline type of danger. Jaguars and such type things.
Oh, I know what to do.
Assuming anything would attack you. Do you have an anti-cat spell?
No, I have a knife.
Oh.
I am going to
I'm a wizard, but just fucking.
I need to find a branch that is sturdy looking for me to sleep on and like kind of flat-ish.
Just to double check, you're both just going to go to sleep, and no one's going to be on watch.
That is the plan.
I'm too mad to care about my safety.
Otis doesn't care about safety even regularly.
Oh, I have a plan for this session, but boy, howdy do I want to fuck with you boys right now. Okay.
Fuck with us.
Roll. Do you want to actively look for a thick enough tree branch? Because if so, I would say investigation.
I'm just imagining Otis looking for a curvaceous tree.
I don't even know what that means.
It means a tree with a thick booty, Anthony.
A thick tree, and I do that fucking hourglass thing with my hands.
Yeah, it's thick with 2 C's.
Oh, that's weak. 19.
You guys are burning through the good rolls way early.
You call that a good roll. That was a 9 plus stuff.
9?
Oh, 9? I mean, it works. You find a thick tree branch.
Okay.
I will say it is a decent enough distance away from Dorian, though. Like you could still see each other, but like you can't like drop an apple on his head or something. You're far away.
You say that like I don't have something with the casting range of 120 feet.
Maybe I won't have to fuck with you boys. Maybe you'll just fuck with each other. I don't know. Do my job for me.
Okay.
That's fine.
How high is it?
How high does your flicker bamp thing go? 30 feet?
30 feet.
I'll say it's 30 feet.
Okay,
That seems like a reasonable distance for a thick branch to be off the ground, right?
Gotcha. I will. Oh, how does this look? I never decided how this looks. I will pull out my book. Do I have a book? I think I have a book. I pull
We
out
can
my book.
retcon and say there's a book.
Sure. I mean, I have a spell book. That is a thing I have. And I will. What the fuck, animal teleports? Oh, I know. I will transform briefly into a snake made of mist, and I will zoop up onto the branch and appear. My misty step. And then I will pull out my... Oh, I don't have like a blanket or anything. I guess I'm just sleeping on the branch.
Well, you have a bag that the warden's made for you. So
Oh.
hypothetically, there's like some sort of sleeping mat
Okay.
in there, assuming you're still carrying it.
Oh, I also forgot. I also need to like carve like little like notches in the, like, you know how there's like shaved chocolate, how it like kind of curls, right?
Yes.
Okay, I want to kind of do that to the bark of the tree. That way, like, you know, cats are like, ugh, I don't want to step on that. I'm picky, you know?
Interesting strategy. You'll have to
Yeah.
carve through some like moss and stuff too, but eventually
That's
you can
fine.
get to the... It's a bit of a sappy, sticky mess, but you're able to carve it off. Do you want to save the bark at all for like your magics, or
Sure, I'll take some bark. I'll also take some moss.
you seem to be grabbing supplies left and right, and you're playing like how I play in a video game where I'm like, this looks important. Go to the inventory, and you just keep hoarding shit.
I can gather this, yes,
Don't want to use it now. I might need it later, she said for the entire game.
and then never use it. And then I will sleep.
Both of you roll perception at disadvantage because you're asleep. Or actually, Dorian, I guess yours wouldn't be at disadvantage because you're in a half trance kind of a vibe. So I'm going to say you can do normal.
It's rough. It's rough. It's real rough. It's an 8.
And arthritis is still better.
It's an 8, my dudes, and it's disappointing.
I got a 13.
I told you you used the good rolls early, and I was hoping that would mean bad rolls would follow.
Does arthritis notice anything with his 13?
No, you're too far away.
Oh, it's not my problem.
But I will say, the night passes and it is morning. You wake up to that kind of, there's the lull in the activity, and then it kind of picks up again as the sun raises. You know, the night shift to the day shift of critters in the jungle, essentially. So you guys awake to find daylight is out.
Am I still on the tree branch?
Yeah, I know you're old, but I'm pretty sure if you fell out, you would have noticed. So yeah, you're still on the tree branch. You're unharmed as far as you can tell. Nothing choked you in the night or scratched you.
Did I not wake up in the middle of the night? Because I only needed to transfer 4 hours. So did I not wake up before him?
I mean, I guess you did. I forgot about the 4-hour thing.
That's right.
What the
yeah.
fuck did you do for the rest of the night then, I guess?
I stared at him with sharpening my sword or something dumb.
With
He's
evil
real
intent.
brooding. He's this real dumb, like, middle schooler who has, like, a rival now.
I love the emo Sasuke vibes. This is delicious.
Emo Sasuke vibes. Thank you so much for that. That's perfect.
I thought you said sauce gay, and I'm like, what the fuck is sauce gay?
I mean, that's not inaccurate.
You know what Sasuke is.
But yeah, so you're just sitting there sharpening your sword for 8 hours, yeah?
I suppose I do other things. Like, of course, I go into my journal. I write up all the notes for the following
You
day.
keep a journal.
Yeah, he does for sure. Yeah, because I've been keeping notes on the days.
He's just so full of dark emotions. He has to get them out somehow.
No, it is a very business. It's all business. It's a business journal.
Dear associate.
It's not a phase, Mom. Just because I want to take the leader's role, it's not a phase.
Thank
I
you.
can
To
totally
whom it may
do
concern.
it.
Today we did trees.
No, it's like log 2331.
Oh yeah, that's like the business
Yeah.
way to do it.
Business, and maybe in
Do
a
you,
mark.
are you writing by candlelight, or is your eyes dark vision good enough that you just write in the dark?
I think it's good enough where I could write in the dark.
Okay. I'm just so enraptured with this. I really want to dig into it. I will say, since you're busy doing your other stuff, I'm going to still use that perception roll. So
That's perfectly fine. He's very much upset at Velvet dying. So I feel
You
like
mean
that's fair.
Waxine?
Wax. Oh God, you almost had me saying Waxine.
also don't forget, Otis did pick off parts of her corpse. And I don't feel like we
Oh.
properly addressed that either. Just saying, just, you know, just for stuff to percolate in the back of Dorian's mind, just wanted to drop that tidbit there.
Bad
Um,
memories rears its head.
But yeah, so Dawn arrives. light returns, color gets back into the world, as it were. Otis is awake, which I'm sure Dorian becomes aware of by some sort of old man groaning or something. Right on cue. Beautiful.
I just had to cough out the bad humors right there.
Feeling a little sanguine this morning. Sanguine? How do you say it? I don't remember. Anyways, is Dorian still not talking to Otis?
No. So in the morning, now let me know if you'll allow me to do this. I want to have had a fire going and ready.
Mhm.
And like, did we have any like a pot or cooking utensils to boil water?
There was the kettle back in the hunting blind. I don't think you guys took it with you, but I don't remember. You have some receptacle for water. I just don't know if it's the kind you can boil it in. Are you like prepping breakfast? Is that why?
So what I wanted to do was make like a coffee equivalent, essentially, and put something in it.
Oh, you don't say. Well, I will say though, if you were rummaging around in your warden bag, you would have noticed that all of your rations are taken.
What?
Because something
Wait.
rifled through your bag during the night.
No.
And took some
Even
stuff.
the potatoes we found?
No, the taters are still there. You get to have potatoes for breakfast, basically. But like whatever nice actual rations you had left are
All
gone.
right. What am I down to in terms of like
You have no rations. You just have taters now.
how many taters I
good.
have?
You had 6, which
Okay.
technically would have been 3 for you, 3 for Otis.
Nope, it's 6 for me.
But
now.
I don't think I have any rations.
Yeah.
yeah, no, you didn't have any food. You were really depending on Dorian to feed you. I remember that conversation.
Yeah, I don't think I wrote anything down that I got from that explorer's pack thingy
That's fair.
or whatever the group, the man. What's his name?
Endicott.
Endicott.
Ebba is your coworker. Endicott is
mine.
the warden dude.
Yeah. I'll have you know, Ebba is my employee. So yeah.
What's
I
really
don't know what I
fascinating to
have.
me actually is I never said what her relation was to you, and then someone just said assistant, and you guys just went with it, which I think is a fascinating study in sexism. But that's for neither here nor there.
Okay, how about this? She's actually his partner and coworker that was assigned to him at their city, but he's just so much of a dick. He just kind of assumed that she was.
Well, actually, there was one moment where he did stand up for her, which I thought was neat. Just a little bit of character development. I guess I'm editing the episode, so I go back and listen and stuff. But Dorian called her his lackey, and he was like, "She's not my lackey," and I was like, "That's nice. That's nice. I like that." So
I think assistant is just her title, but in the lab they are nothing of the sort.
Good at you for putting that out, because I definitely have to reassess my biases now.
it was interesting, and I didn't call it out in the moment, which I could have, but I didn't. So Anyways, let's say the warden bags let's say yours did have rations, Otis. Did you take your bag up with you in the tree?
I mean, I just teleported up there, so it's not like I'm like working hard to bring it up there, so probably.
That's true. All right, so I'm just gonna say like they probably had rations in the bag, sleeping roll. Let's say that's where your rope was. Let's just treat that as the normal pack, I guess, that you would have assigned yourselves with, but like it's the wardens gave it to you. So hypothetically, whatever's in an explorer pack, you
How
have.
many days of rations?
Well, you've been this is the dawn of day 4, I
Fourth day?
think.
Yeah.
Wait, let me think. You left and you stayed the night in the hunting blind, and then the next day was the river day. Did the trees happen the same day? That's a lot to happen in one day. No, the river day, tree day. Yeah, this is the dawn of day 4. God, it's tricky
Okay.
keeping track of time. I hate it.
So a number -3.
Just let him starve.
I want to make you guys share a potato breakfast.
Dorian quickly eats his breakfast before Otis wakes
We'll
up.
say I have none then.
He eats 6 potatoes and doesn't share.
I'm a sleeping roll. Okay. Oh yeah, I also spend some time to gather my spells because I have to spend some time doing that, and I will prepare spells. Oh, I don't have any. Never mind. I don't bother.
Well, while
doing
we're
that.
starting the day, let's do a classic bug check, shall we?
I can't
Bug
fail.
check.
I know.
I really
Fuck.
don't fail.
Damn.
God damn it. That was nat
28.
20.
Damn.
I just
Damn,
it's a saving throw, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Constitution
it is.
save.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Neato.
I rolled a 20, so
You've all acclimated to the bugs and they just don't pay you no mind no more. Perhaps it's because you're traveling with a bug now. Who's to say?
it's because I'm so angry I'm literally steaming and it's just repelling the insects away.
just steaming off all your sweat. But okay, and so Dorian, are you going to eat your breakfast of taters and coffee? I mean, I'm pretty sure you can just have coffee. I mean, that's like they come from jungles.
That's definitely a breakfast. I speak out of experience.
I
Yes.
feel like I feel like the coffee was going to be a prank, but I don't know if Dorian has that kind of energy just
Well,
yet.
because the trick is too was like you don't have laxatives or anything. What were you going to put in it?
I was thinking how gross
Just
I
gonna
wanted it to
spit
be,
in
and I
it?
couldn't decide. Like spit, snot didn't feel like enough, yet pee felt like too much. So I couldn't decide, and I decided just maybe I'll come up with something better throughout the day. Maybe animal poop. We'll see.
Oh, Goliath poop.
Honestly, perfect.
Wait, do bugs poop?
Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
yeah, they have a digestive tract, I guess.
Everything poop.
Oh, good.
They do poop because you can tell when roaches are around because they leave like shit and stuff.
Most insects poop, and some even use their poop for special purposes. I don't even know what that
Why
means.
did you read it like that?
Because that's what it looks like.
I love how much we learn about bugs in this podcast.
Right?
Play this for your kids, folks. They can learn about bugs.
We got that is it entomology or is it etymology?
Entomology.
Yeah, it's entomology.
Etymology is words.
Words.
The history of words. I'm gonna look that up to make
So-
sure I'm not an idiot.
So what is the breakfast scene then? Dorian's a cooking and Otis is prepping his spells for the day.
Dorian has already ate before Otis got up. Because he's only trancing for 4 hours.
Oh wait, did you eat during night then? When did you eat?
I think right before the sun came up because he did not want to share the taters with
Oh, okay.
somebody undeserving.
Fair.
Wow.
All right. Otis, what are you doing for food in the morning then?
Dorian, it appears I have run thin of my rations. You wouldn't happen to have any more, would you?
Oh no, I don't actually. Yeah, that sounds like a problem, my bud. My dude. Sounds
That's
like a problem.
unfortunate. I could have swore you had more than me, but
Oh, I did.
perhaps you misplaced them.
I didn't.
Perhaps you're just a growing boy.
I am.
He says as he shoves more potatoes into his mouth.
Oh, it's no matter. I've always wanted to try insect.
And I will pull out my knife and aim it at Goliath. Non-threateningly, of course.
For some potatoes?
For
Shit!
insect.
I quickly draw my my bow.
We're escalating for potatoes.
You haven't even reached starvation yet, and you're already like doing starvation antics. I love it.
Listen.
Okay, how do you want to resolve this?
To fooey with it. I am a capable adventurer, and I know I've been on the road. I know how to procure myself some eatings.
What a strange way to word that.
Says Dorian.
And I will
All right, then.
look for food.
Okay. Do you want to look for potatoes too, or do you just want to see what bounty the forest has around you?
Whatever bounties may be, I will have.
You roll survival, and we'll say,
5.
Oh god.
finally, you roll a bad roll. I'm so excited. Okay.
Hey now, I rolled bad before too. Not during the
that's
Constitution,
fair.
but
Oh, I know. You just find some interesting looking pine cone things, and you're like, yeah, this looks like food.
I remember these. They are a delicacy that insects of Promuth were consuming. Yes, I'll take a bite.
And only insects can consume them because they taste nasty as hell and are very hard and crunchy. And we'll say that took you, with that low roll, took you an hour to gather up those nasty pine cones. So you can search again if you want, or you can return, up to you. While you think on that, though,
I will search again. Bold
We're gonna-
move, assuming I need to think.
Arthritis, you have 20 minutes before we have to go.
I have an hour.
did you follow him?
he's
Did Dorian follow him?
once again he's just supervising.
Oh.
I assumed Otis wandered off to go look for this.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And I was
Okay.
going to have you
Jesus.
answer the phone.
Oh, you're right. Okay, yes. I was staying behind. Sorry, I thought
Okay.
he had returned with his pine cone to eat.
No, I feel like if you did, it would have been more fun for you probably if he had, but I guess that's up to you, Otis. Are you returning with your bounty or are you going to keep searching? Because I imagine you took one bite out of that and then you were like, actually.
I took one bite, forgot, took a second bite, and then I continued searching.
I love it. Okay. You do your roll. We're going to go back to Dorian then real quick. You hear the little buzz of the little bug phone, the bug sending stone. Dorian.
I answered. Yes, hello, Dorian speaking.
I assumed as much, says Endicott on the other line.
As you would, sir. Of course.
Someday I will have someone else use the phone, but for now it's just for Endicott and Dorian to catch up on.
Yes, Commander Endicott, good to hear from you. Things are progressing nicely.
Glad to hear it. I just wanted to let you know that there are supplies now, to some extent. The harvesting of Roanoke has been fairly successful. It makes me feel a little better about being so exposed without all of our homes and whatnot on the mountaintop, but perhaps when you return there will be some new weapons in stock.
That is great to hear, sir. Under your leadership, I'm sure the people of Promuth will flourish.
Well, like I said, it's risky now that the farms have been eliminated, but...
Well, once you take over the people and I take over the wardens, I'm sure everything will be right as rain.
Dorian, we talked about this.
Yes, and we agreed that I would be taking over the wardens as you took over the people.
Dorian, I hate to bring this up, but how can you take charge of the wardens when you're hunting down Promuth?
I mean, when I return, of course.
And I hope that is soon.
As you should, sir. It should be expected.
Is Otis nearby, by the way? I had a question for him.
He is not. May I take a message?
Wait, let me grab a pen real quick.
I have a perfect memory. It shouldn't be a problem.
During the course of our excavations, we've stumbled upon what seems to be a strange hallway, or at least Ebba doesn't remember it being on any record she knows of. I was just hoping that maybe Otis, with his longer run in the position, would have a memory of it and where it might lead to.
I will inform him of this and let you know what he has to say.
Excellent. And you said things are progressing nicely? Nothing to report?
Yep, nothing to report, no hiccups.
Squish bugs flashing through his mind.
Otis has been looking rather frail, however. I worry that he won't make it through the journey.
I'm pretty sure Otis has a higher constitution than Dorian.
He's setting the stage for you to die under mysterious circumstances.
He's looking rather pale recently. Shriveled.
You hear like a pause on the other end of the line from Endicott, and he responds back and he's like, we assumed, I mean, I know Otis is old, but we voted on him to join you on this task because he's quite accomplished and pretty powerful, even at his age. Ebba endorsed him wholeheartedly. Are you sure? Is it something about, does he need water as like from Seteskin? Is that something they require?
No, I do fear that Otis has procured an addiction for foul substances. He seems to be acting rather oddly, and I don't know how it is affecting his health, perhaps.
Well,
I don't want to call him an addict just yet, but I will let you know.
That's troubling to hear.
It was rather unfortunate.
Should we send out another party after you all? Perhaps you should return.
Oh, no, I should be able to handle this just fine.
Okay, well, if it ever gets to be too much, you let us know.
Oh, I will.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Click, click.
But that was just the way they said goodbye. Click, click.
It's 1 click for hello and 2 clicks for goodbye.
Click, click, click. Click, click.
What if that's just what their language sounds like and we're just translating it for the listeners, but really it's just a series of like clicks and like little bug noises?
Yes, the answer to that.
Oh my god, if we ever release like an April Fool's podcast and it's just everyone speaking in their quote unquote native languages, and so Otis is just like blah, 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 blah.
He's just moving his lips.
Howdy there, listeners. It's your friendly neighborhood DM Emily, once again here to bring you the non-ad ad break. And let me just take this break to say thank you for listening to our podcast. We really appreciate it. As I've said numerous times, but it never stops being less true. We know there's a lot of podcasts out there that you could be listening to, especially ones that are D&D focused. So thank you for choosing to listen to ours. It means the world to us, and we really, really love that you love, hopefully, listening to this. And if you love what you hear, consider sharing it with a friend, or a neighbor, or a relative, or your mail carrier, or any other person you are having safe, socially distant contact with. We don't pay for ads, so the only way people are ever going to find out about our podcast is if you tell them about us. And luckily for you, there are a myriad of ways to do so. You can rate and review us on iTunes. You can comment on Podbean or Spotify. You can like and subscribe if you're listening on the YouTube, or you could check out your local podcasting app, however you're listening to this, and figure out how you can support us on there. You can also follow us on our Twitter or Instagram, at Heroes Feast Pod, no underscore, no dashes, all lowercase. That's another great way to get the word out about us by retweeting or sharing our posts. It also means you can get a preview for when episodes come out and when we're hosting fun events, such as this one we are currently hosting for our Flavors of the Week podcast. If you or someone you love has a horror podcast, let us know about it. We'd love to give them a shout out in our upcoming episode this month for Flavors of the Week. Hint, hint, it's going to be horror themed. So now that that's all out of the way, one final time, thank you for listening, and let's get back to the episode.
All right, let's get back to Otis. Let's roll that second survival check. I assume, Dorian, even though it's been an hour of him being wandering around, you don't care or notice?
Yeah, I do not care or notice. You're right. You are correct.
8.
Rip, man. You start hacking at a tree because you remember you're like, the tree's back home. You could like peel back the bark and eat like the core of it. And you're like, these trees are probably the same. And you try and it like tastes like glue. It's nasty as all hell. You're thoroughly covered in sap now too.
I'm a sticky old man.
The words you say, Anthony, are so challenging. Dorian, do you want to do me a favor?
Yes.
I'm going to give you a lot of rolls to roll right now. Otis, do you want to search again or do you want to return?
I will search again.
Okay, so Otis is going to be gone for 3 hours now. Dorian, in the meantime, I need you to roll 1d12 plus 2.
Okay, I'm going to roll the d12 down here and then we'll just add 2. So 14.
That's either really good or really, really, really bad.
And then I need you to roll another d12. Don't add anything. And then a d8.
7 plus 1 is a 9, or 8. So 8.
I hope we're
Okay.
fighting like 14 bugs and like 7 snakes and like a friggin' ogre.
Otis, you're searching again, right? So you want to roll again?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I find stuff now. I don't know why I became an old dwarf.
All right. So, again, Otis, you seem to be a very quick learner when it comes to the jungle. So your first search, a bus, second search, it's a learning curve. And you're like, these aren't like the flora that surrounds Sateska. Because you've really only been in Sateska and in the mountain town of Promuth. You haven't really been beneath Promuth. So, but like I said, you're a quick learner. So eventually you're like, oh, you know what? No animals are really eating the things I'm going for. But I do see animals going after this really juicy looking fruit thing. You have to assume it's a fruit based on where it's hanging from in the tree. So I'll say roll. Well, I guess, do you want to grab multiple supplies or do you just want to eat and be on your way? You rolled high enough that I'll let you choose.
I will grab enough for what I presume is another day.
Let's say they're fantasy bananas. And so what you can do is just hack down a whole bunch of them and just take the bunch with you.
A whole bushel.
Yeah. It might fill up your bag in its entirety, but you know.
A bunch of bananas.
Did you know bananas only fruit once and then you have to like kill them? I didn't know that. I watched a TV show and it told
Gotta
me.
murder some bananas.
But Otis doesn't know that. So you just pick the bananas on your and you return to camp, I assume, eating some bananas.
Yes.
Taters and bananas. What a delicious breakfast y'all are having.
I'll eat. I'll keep them in my bag though. I don't want him to see them.
Roll.
Actually, no. I don't do that because Otis has no ill will towards Dorian.
That's true, I guess. He's just kind of an insensitive asshole.
Demetrius, I have procured some long fruit.
Some dick
that has
fruit.
a flesh that is very succulent and moist.
Oh, I did say it was juicy, huh? Yeah, these are weird fantasy juicy bananas.
That is disgusting.
For once, it's not my words.
Oh,
I pictured the
it's-
logistics of it right now, and I'm like, the peeling of it would just squirt everywhere, and it would be awful. I didn't think this through.
So what you're telling me is it's an eggplant, right?
I've never known eggplants to squirt open when you peel them.
Is it leaking like a clear white fluid near the tip?
Oh, we've killed him.
You know, dick humor was the way to get him. You knew that.
Surprise, surprise.
Just go for the dick. Yeah, so
Okay.
enjoy your juicy, nasty bananas.
Does it have like a hood of some sort that you have to like peel open to reveal the fruit?
That's getting.
Let's get this.
I don't like that. That's a little too descriptive.
Let's get this episode flagged.
Oh, let's say it's a fun thing where you just kind of squeeze it out, like
Oh, good.
like a
Ew.
push pop kind of. I don't know.
Ew.
We're spending
Emily,
too long
what are
on the
you doing?
juicy bananas. Move past. Move past.
Emily, why?
Abort. I messed up. Okay.
This
So, yeah.
this isn't just a fantasy fruit. This is or fantasy banana. This is a sexual fantasy banana.
It's a kink fruit. That's its name. It's a kink fruit. Yeah, okay. So, here you all are once again.
You should really try one of these. They are very sweet.
Thank you, but I prefer my fruit less phallic.
That is unfortunate.
I was gonna say you were eating potatoes, but I'm like, those aren't particularly phallic, I guess. They're just
I mean,
lumpy.
fingerlings, kind of.
What kind of penises are you looking at so that you've seen potato penises?
I have not. That's what I'm saying.
So once you've finished with your monkey breakfast, we'll get a move on, I suppose. Hurry up.
Are monkeys canon? I guess so. You are in a jungle.
Very well. I can eat and walk at the same time.
Oh,
This is a
right.
very useful fruit. It does not require 2 feet to eat.
Right. Let us go.
Oh, so Dorian, are you getting on Glythe?
Yes, I am.
Let's get another con save from you. And Otis, you're all packed up, ready to roll.
That's the AYE of I.
Oh, okay. I
of
thought you
I.
started a sentence there.
No.
And I was like, okay. All right, so yeah, you start trekking through the jungle as per usual. Well, not quite as per usual. Oh, I almost forgot. Roll to see if you can track Promise.
Oh, shit. All right. And that's just, we said nature or survival? I think investigation. How about that? How about that?
Oh, you can roll whatever you want. You just have to beat a DC of 10. I made it easy.
19, investigation.
I will roll Arcana.
Oh, that's a fun one. Do it. Roll Arcana.
Oh, that was a joke.
No, do
Do
it
it.
for reals. Ah,
There
okay.
you go.
I was
Do
hoping
it.
you'd roll better. Otis, you're like, these bananas are bomb as hell. And you're just really into those right now. I'm sure there's all kinds of unpleasant slurping noises going on behind Dorian. Dorian, we're going to go with the 19.
Okay.
Same old, same old. You see knocked down treetops. You see the very deep wells, holes.
Indentations.
Were you to build a well, it would be perfect for a well. But yeah, you see the telltale sign of Promise. So easily you find the trail and you continue on it. Are you still munching away on your bananas there?
Yes, I'm slurping.
Disgusting.
Dorian, what are you doing?
Dorian is trying to hold his composure as he feels rather gassy. So he's not really talking. He's just like,
Excuse me?
like that.
I'm fascinated by being burp on command.
Dorius, are you a frog now?
Less of a frog than you.
Well, this is true. I am more closer to relation to a frog than an insect. That is not
I was going to
wrong.
say, is that a microaggression, Dorian? What's going on there?
And you see, like, he has like the hot sweats. Dorian's not looking great.
Wait, what animal group are fish in?
Fish.
Fish group?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
They're definitely under vertebrae. They know that much because they have a spine.
Ah, useful.
Yes,
They have been classified. They have a spine.
they do have a spine.
How many days away are we from? Is there a way to tell how far away we are from Promise?
Like distance wise?
Distance wise, like, or in time, either way. Like how long ago?
Well, you've been traveling for
4 days.
this is the start of your 4th day. Yeah, so you've been
Okay,
traveling for about 4 days, but it hasn't been in a straight line away from it. Perhaps I should make a map at some point. If you were to look on a map, it's kind of like you went out and curved. It's like a J almost,
Mm-hmm.
but like a kind of stretched flat. You're kind of like going on like a curve almost.
Okay.
So And hypothetically too, because how far can people travel in a day? Like 20 miles? Hypothetically, if you were to climb up to a treetop, you probably could still see the mountain range of Promuth in the distance. But given that you're like in the thick of the jungle, you can't really tell. Like it honestly might be a little bit jarring for Dorian, especially, and Otis to a lesser degree, but where once you grew up surrounded by like open spaces, you're now kind of probably feeling claustrophobic because it's like you can't really see the sky and there's not really fresh air flowing through or anything. It's just, dense, humid, heavy jungle with like trees and vines all around you and stuff, and also animals making noises and things wanting to kill you. Roll another con save for us, Dorian.
No. Oof. Big 7.
So Otis, you're done eating your bananas, I guess, huh? You're just kind of walking along.
Oh, we're tracking the great big centipede promise. Do.
It's mid your beautiful rendition of your theme song that Dorian just fucking hurls on the side of Goliath.
Oh, are you all right there, friend?
He's real disgusting. He's like,
that's definitely unseemly of you.
If he was in front of a toilet, he'd be like gripping the rim with his thumbs curved around the edges. It's a real intense sesh. He's not feeling great.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Did you consume something you shouldn't have?
Did I? What can I roll? Can I roll something to see what I could have eaten? What would that be? Medicine? Nature? Do you remember what's making me throw up?
Roll nature.
Nature. 12.
All you ate today were potatoes, so jungle potatoes.
Can I take out the potatoes and do an investigation on them? Do they look bad?
Roll nature again? Yeah, okay. Roll nature again. Don't forget, you have advantage on all checks.
No, that's right still. Okay, 19. And I'll roll for advantage this time. So 19.
So the potatoes look fine on the outside. Okay. But you remember a tale from your scout days, and you cut open the potato and you notice that there seems to be some sort of growth within the potato, some kind of mold thing. No. You were so into just sticking it to Otis in the morning that you ate your taters so fast you didn't even notice, but there's some sort of mold thing that you are now tripping on, essentially.
Oh, God.
And tripping hard, might I say.
Oh, God. I'm fine. I'm better now. All right. Otis.
Are you pregnant by chance?
Dorian stares hard, squints his eyes, grabs his belly. I don't know. I'm not ready to be a father. And he starts bawling on the ground, crying about not being ready to be a father.
Oh, did he get off of Goliath?
Yeah, he fell off when he started
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Up. Yeah.
Well, we have a job to do. Pick yourself up, lad.
You pick yourself up. Oh.
I am already up.
No, you're on the ground. What are you doing on the ground?
I am standing on the ground.
This is Dorian looking up from the ground, looking up at Otis. His orientation is just completely fucked. I'm fine.
Wait, where is your stone? I should alert Endicott about this.
Oh, no, we will not be telling Endicott any of this.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
You're alive. And Dorian's going to take out his stone and he's going to chuck it into the jungle. He's going to whip it just out there.
Otis will remember that.
Oh, I love this. Yes. Fuck yeah. Roll strength. Let's see how far you throw it.
Oh, I hope.
And don't forget, you have advantage.
Okay.
Wow.
14. Not great.
Still not great, but it's out there. You chuck it pretty far.
Can I find it?
You can try. Roll.
I'm gonna try.
No.
Investigation.
No, you will not tell him, and he's gonna be trying to hold him back. So
25.
Can he roll with disadvantage because I'm fighting him?
I am gonna say disadvantage. Yeah.
I mean, it's a 13.
No, I believe that's a nat 1 there, homie.
It's a crit fail, brother.
Okay, then. So the way this crit fail shakes out is that you are unable to search because Dorian has essentially knocked you to the ground and is now clumsily trying to wrestle you, I assume.
And then
Do not.
Con save.
I am not afraid of dooming this expedition.
6.
Can I cast shield on that?
Oh yeah, do it.
Cast shield and just have it have a vomit bubble.
Now you
around
described
me.
shield as being a turtle shell, so I'm gonna say that
Oh,
makes
this poor turtle.
yeah, that sucks for the turtle, but I'm gonna say that kind of
I mean, it's a fake turtle, but
bounces Dorian off of you. Dorian, roll a d6 to see if you get hurt at all, or how much damage you take getting knocked off with the sudden shield getting cast.
5.
You take 5 damage as you go thudding and hit like a nearby tree root or something.
I pick myself up.
Delightfully vomit free.
Can I find a stone?
All right. Feeling good. Feeling ready.
You can roll investigation again if you want.
I will. I
No.
will burn all my freaking dice on this.
No. And
29. I am finding this stone.
Dorian is charging at you, and he's going to tackle you to the ground.
I will Misty Step out of the way. I will use all my spell slots on this.
As you misty step out of the way, Dorian takes out his arrow to shoot it at your leg. No.
I'll cast shield again. I am not afraid.
Do it.
Filthy old
Do
man.
it.
You will not. Yeah, hold on. Let me make sure I'm getting all my advantages.
Oh, this is turning out better than I could ever hope for.
I'm a Dread Ambusher.
Dreambusher.
So will he take an extra 1d8 damage because of my Dread Ambusher? I don't know. I don't think so, but also I think this should be in play.
Carlos is like, I'm killing this old man. What do you got against old people, old man?
So disadvantage.
Damn, when you were talking to Endicott about killing Otis, you weren't kidding.
So it comes off as like a really crystal clear sort of like, now, vile villain, I will defeat you and send you back from which you came, the deepest pit in hell. But it comes out as, I'm going to put you in a hole. And he shoots.
Okay. Yeah, I guess
do I
you.
have-
Yeah, get all your bonuses. Do it.
Yeah, so I think it's just a -5 to the roll, but it will do an extra 1d8 and plus 10
I'll
damage.
say this isn't a surprise round though, because you did like already attack Otis, so Otis is expecting this. So we'll just do this initiative order, I guess. So Dorian, you can go first, and then Otis, since it's just the two of you.
Okay, here we go. 26.
Okay, well that.
21.
Well, no, that's a 21.
Yeah, it's a 21, yeah.
I still can't do anything about it.
But even with your shield, that still hits, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, technically,
Maybe
my
for
shield
his
is still
leg.
up, actually. So
Okay, that's fair.
it
But, like,
still hits, but
so
So it does. Hold on, I need to roll.
you don't know what the fuck is up with Dorian, but I guess maybe you were anticipating this turn. I don't know what Otis is thinking per se, but he launches an arrow at you, and this might be a rarity for Otis, but it pierces through your turtle shell and gets you right in your fucking. You want thigh or shin, Dorian?
No, I want Achilles tendon. I'm like looking to slice it.
I guess that's fair because he is walking away from you and you're trying to incapacitate him. So that's the way to do it. And I'll say with that high roll, yeah, it works, I guess. So I don't think it's a clean slice per se, but there's definitely an arrow in your Achilles tendon, Otis.
well,
That's
And you're
that's,
probably down, I imagine.
that's 22 damage. Right? Either
oh,
way.
I've got more health than that.
No, not like, I mean, like physically, you just got shot in the ankle. I would assume you'd fall over. I know that's not really how D&D works, though. So now it's your turn, Otis. What are you going to do?
I will stumble. It is unfortunate it has come to this, fool. No.
Shut up. It gives another
They've just
arrow.
been waiting to kill each other this whole time. 5 episodes in.
Okay, well, I will, turn around.
Oh, wait, before you do anything, Dorian can't save.
Oh, God.
And depending on how you roll, you might. Oh,
Oh.
you're fine.
19. Oh,
Go for it, Otis.
I feel so much better now. Oh.
I will hold my hands to my side, and before me, a school of watery fish appear within the air,
Neat.
and they
What
will
color are they?
various colors. You got pinks, you got purples,
Rainbow.
you got yellows, you got greens, you got blues, and they will multiply by the 20, by the tens, to the point where there are 50 of them, and then they will flow forward like a fish. They will flow forward as a fish, and they will crash through Dorian, and they will theoretically do a lot of damage.
Beautiful.
That's for Dorian.
That's 15 damage.
Well, you got a deck save.
Oh, deck save.
With advantage.
In hindsight, you're good at those.
Yeah, I am. 24.
Okay, well, you still
40.
take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, you duck out of the way of this huge wall of fish, but not quite enough. And the one does I guess the unit of fish as one kind of clip your shoulder and knock you back a bit.
And then,
I loved how you just summoned up a school of wishy-washy from Pokemon.
yeah, sure.
Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
And then 30 feet of movement. Where's Goliath at?
Where?
You don't have to go 30 feet away from him, I don't think. I would imagine you guys are nearish by, like maybe 5 or so feet away. Because Dorian fell off and then ran after you. So Goliath is pretty nearby.
I will hop onto Goliath and give him the run command.
Do you know the run command?
I imagine I was told it in the off. Wait, no. I probably what? I'll slap him on the butt.
Yeah, that is the universal run usually. Okay. Where are you? Are you just going away?
Away.
Okay.
Away.
You've got 60 feet of movement. Away you go into the jungle.
Yeah.
Dorian.
And then I will turn around and give Dorian middle fingers.
Brilliant. Dorian, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Goliath the stop command.
Roll animal handling with advantage.
And I roll with advantage since he's my primary friend.
I mean, you're getting advantage anyways.
Okay.
You
23.
get advantage.
23.
Yeah. He gets about, I'll say you got the whole 60 feet or so.
Nice.
No, wait. Like 45 feet. We'll say that much. And then
That's
Dorian,
still
you
farther
do.
than the bug man can run.
That's true. What's your what's the signal, Dorian? Nifty.
Yeah.
You do that, and Goliath comes to a halt immediately. Otis, give me a dex save because you've been thrown off the front of this bug mount.
You say that preemptively.
20. That's bullshit.
He gets knocked off, and he just does a flip and perfectly lands on his feet, turns around, and
Point
flips you
landing.
off again.
I hate him. I hate him.
Is that Dorian or Carlos speaking? Who knows?
Both.
Dorian, are you doing anything else on your turn? I'll say that was your action, was the whistle.
Yeah. So first of all, he's running up and he's pulling a potato out of his bag. He's going, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. He's like, yeah, just charging at Otis with this par cooked potato.
Cool.
Just shoving it in his mouth.
Roll
Good,
con
he's
save.
eating more.
No, he's gonna shove it in Otis's mouth. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He's not close enough.
He's
19.
gonna be.
And then hold on, I have a speed of very good. Hold on.
Not
I have a speed of
45.
very good.
I have a walking speed increased by 10 feet.
Yeah, you're 5 feet away. He's 5 feet away.
So 45.
And there's a bug in the way now, actually.
Yeah, it's true. So I'd use my turn to sprint up
All right,
insanely.
Otis, what are you gonna do?
Oh, good. We all know how good I am at Thunder Wave.
Yeah, it's an Anthony classic. Anthony
Yeah.
trademark.
Oh, I have spells. I forgot about that.
Oh, that's poo-poo damage. Okay, well, it's a con save for the bug and the other bug.
Oh my God.
No!
I am not afraid to sacrifice 2 bugs on this day.
Okay, Dorian, roll for yourself and then roll for Goliath, and only you have advantage, not Goliath.
Okay, so this is for Goliath. He rolled an 8.
He
This one
fell.
for me.
The Goliath is crashing into you.
13. It was 4.
Oh, you're both flying away, and you both take 11 thunder damage.
I'm gonna say add an extra D4 to that to yourself, Dorian, because your bug mount just got launched into you.
Okay. Dorian's looking fucked up.
Okay, so you're 10 feet away. Oh, no, you're 15 feet away.
Yes.
I will run 30 feet away, so I've still got 5 feet distance.
Okay.
More middle fingers.
Dorian, con save again, and then how are you getting out from under Goliath?
Oh, good.
5. Con save.
Just get the puke knocked right out of you.
And he gives the command for Goliath to move. Which is get.
Get!
Yeah, it takes a second, but Goliath is able to kind of scrumble up and move out of the way and kind of look at you balefully what's going on? with his sad bug eyes.
Cast in a snaring strike, and I shoot it at the running away Otis. So
Okay.
You have to hit him with a weapon attack.
yeah. That's
I'm gonna shield that, but I'm sorry.
16. Yeah, no, that's fair. Like 16. I get an extra attack though, so I'll try again.
The turtle is also doing middle fingers.
25.
That one hits.
So yeah, you have to make a strength saving throw. Let's see.
This is so fun because I didn't have combat planned for this session, but y'all made it
Don't
happen
worry.
anyways.
Dorian has it for you. Oh, okay. That's a 19.
What a nat 20? Fuck you.
You ensnare him, and Otis is just like, I've seen this in a picture before, and just busts out. Old hentai man.
He was a rope bunny in his youth.
Oh,
I
God.
hate this. He still takes the damage from the longbow. Whatever. 13.
Well, and then also he takes the damage from the snares, right? Just for a little bit.
Oh, he's still. Let's see. See, strength throw or restrained at a large
I don't
creature.
think so.
No,
Because
he
they
doesn't
have to
do-
be restrained, and I'm
Yeah,
not
it doesn't do
restrained.
anything.
Oh, okay. Just busted out of it
13 damage.
immediately. Okay, so now there's 35 feet distance between you.
No, I'm running towards him still. I use my.
No, it was
Oh,
45.
okay.
It was 45.
I run to half the half.
Because he was 5 feet away, and then I pushed him back 10 feet. So that's 15.
Right.
Oh, I'm losing
right,
so
right.
many arrows. 1, 2, 3. I think it's been 3 so far. Oh, this is such a mistake. But he's high.
Okay, so now you've closed the distance to 5 again.
I've closed the difference. I want to say distance to 20 because I have the range. I think
Okay,
all my attacks are at least range. So whatever.
Otis, what are you doing?
Okay, well, I'm not looking good now. How does Dorian look?
Dorian looks poor. He doesn't look great. First of all, he's sick as fuck. So he has this like hollow, darkened cheek and like baggy eye look with like throw up on like the side of his mouth and like a little bit of his front of his shirt. And you notice he's kind of bruised up and wobbly now.
And I haven't done that much damage. Oh no, I did a decent tidal wave, but he saved that.
I've taken damage before that too. It's been a bunch of little things.
You've been taking. What the fuck have you taken damage from?
I don't
Goliath
remember.
hit him.
Oh, that's
yeah.
true.
You knocked him off with a shield.
I took an additional 5 from something else too.
I don't know how much health Dorian has. This is unfortunate.
Yeah, we're doing this though.
He can outrange me. Have I ever seen like melee weapons on Dorian much?
Yeah, he used 2 swords to fight.
He has a
Or
sword.
I guess he has just 1 sword.
He broke it on a shield or on a stone almost, like your guys' first day in the jungle.
No, but I have that other one I picked up. Remember?
Yeah, you fixed it.
Do I get close? I will cast. Ooh, this is a con save. Where is Goliath? He's standing by. No, he's moved away from Goliath.
He's
Right.
behind me now. Goliath is behind me.
And like a ways away.
Yes.
Okay, I will. I'm so tempted to get close to him because then he has to do stuff.
Get cozy. Get up in each other's faces. Old school fist fight. Let's go.
No, that's a terrible idea. No, I would lose that.
Joe, let's do it, old man.
How do I? Are there like? Is there trees that I could hide behind?
I'm gonna pound you into the ground, old man. I'm gonna really give it to you.
You are in a jungle, so you're not in a clearing right now. There's plenty of trees around.
Yeah. Is there a tree that I could like hide behind that would keep me covered completely, where he wouldn't be able to shoot me?
Yeah, the trees here are pretty thick.
Right. Okay. Perfect. That's all I need to know. I will point my hand behind me, and I will cast Firebolt at Dorian.
I will say, as you reach out your hand.
I don't hit it.
Oh. Okay.
He sets the forest ablaze.
Well, here's why. Let me tell you why. Both of you need to roll a con save again.
Oh, good. Are we both poisoned now?
15, baby.
24.
God damn it.
Okie
I am superior.
dokie. So, Dorian, you're whacked out of your fucking gourd. In this fight, you see Otis raise his hands, and it's like you see the little fiery snake start to like kind of slither out of Dorian's hand, and right as it's about to come
out of
at you.
Dorian's hand.
No, just kidding. Otis's hand. I'm looking at the Roll20 chat, and Dorian's is like right at my eye level, so I'm like, Dorian, And as the fire snake is about to like come at you, it goes wide because all of a sudden you are both on the ground because your whole bodies have kind of gone numb and you can't move. Dorian, you can't talk. Everything is like, you can kind of strain your eyeballs around. Otis, you can still talk though. Lucky for you. You just can't move.
Oh, what is happening?
Mm.
Oh no, he has regressed to the larva status.
You hear some chattering around you. And from your... both of you roll d4s, and if you get even numbers, you fall on your back, and if you get odd numbers, you fall on your face.
Oh,
Perfect.
baby.
I am on my face.
So am I.
He's laying in that vomit.
Uh,
Hey, at least he won't choke. That's good.
That's true. I was thinking about that. I was like, I really want him to roll a con save, but I don't want him to choke on his own vomit because I watched that one scene in Breaking Bad and it was incredibly scarring. But yeah, so you're both face down. You can hear chatter. You hear footsteps walking nearby you.
Uh-oh.
Roll perception. Yeah, both of you roll perception.
17.
And then Dorian, you still technically have advantage, I guess.
Nat 20,
Oh wow,
baby.
he can roll well.
I can. I'm a real boy. I can do it.
You guys get the sense of the conversation that someone is displeased with someone else. It doesn't sound like a happy conversation. And Dorian, I'll say, because you rolled a real good 20, you can kind of parse the language, and it's like, you kind of remember it. You feel like they talked about it in your training a bit. You can't quite make out the words because, again, your mind isn't quite lucid right now.
That's fair.
But you recognize it. And then that's when you guys both feel a little pinch, and whatever last shreds of consciousness you have kind of fade.